Hey, so we're here at Colonial Williamsburg.
We're at the visitor center now. It was an 8 to 10 minute drive from the hotel that we're staying at. We're staying at the Marriott Residence Inn, Williamsburg. I'll add an address down at the bottom. So here we are at the beginning of the visitor center. And the great thing about this area and what we wanted to do was bring little Belle because it's so dog friendly. Belle is allowed to walk all through the area, and she's even allowed on the shuttle bus that takes you over to Colonial Williamsburg. We're going to take the walkway just because Belle is a bit of a rowdy rover. So if you walk around to the right hand side of the visitor center, you'll come around to the back side of the building, and there's a path here that walks you straight to the historic area. Along the path, you'll come across this windmill and the entrance to the Great Hope's Plantation. You'll be able to enter through here. Just to keep in mind though, you cannot bring dogs into that section unless they are service dogs. And then after you're done the plantation, you'll exit out right here back onto the path towards Colonial Williamsburg again. Now we'll just head through the tunnel and we'll be there. And what a great way to get started, greeted by horse and carriage.
Looks like we may end up having to leave Williamsburg. Looks like Belle's kind of having like an anxiety attack. Some like colonial soldiers, and they fired some guns, and now she's kind of freaking out a little bit. She's shaking, tail's all down. And she's doing this weird yawning thing she does when she gets all anxious, so we may not be able to actually stay because of this. So our compromise for now looks like we may end up having to carry her. So Kenny picked her up. She actually doesn't usually like to be picked up, but he offered to pick her up and she ran right up to him. So we may walk around like this for a little bit. We may not. We'll see.
Wanted to take you to the restaurant that's a little off the main strip. It's still Colonial Williamsburg. It's called the Blue Talon, and they have outdoor seating as well. And it's usually just a little quieter there, less people, which works out better for Belle.
So I guess we're gonna cut through this little parish. Belle's seemingly excited because she just saw a squirrel. Funny how fear goes away when something fun's around. And we're heading away from the main streets in Williamsburg, which she didn't like. So I'm gonna cut through some areas here.
It turns out that Williamsburg is very dog friendly. Belle is not very Williamsburg friendly. So if you come back around and go through, I guess this would be a little driveway or a little alleyway, there's actually seating in the back, which I don't know is very popular. I don't know how many people actually know. And you're allowed to bring your dogs back here. So let's see how busy it is.
Actually, apparently people do know about it. More popular than we realized.
So we decided to come over to the Dog Street Pub. We had about a 45-minute wait. Not too bad. We just walked around and let Belle take a little break. So whenever we go out to eat, or anytime we want to keep Belle busy, we give her one of these digesties, and we call it the babysitter. Now you want the babysitter? She likes that.
Alright, so we just finished eating at the Dog Street Tavern. Have a little bit of leftovers here, but I just want to let you guys know everything was excellent. The portion sizes were great. One thing though, it did cost us $71 or $72, so that seems like a little much for lunch. But I guess if you're going to do it every now and then it's not too bad.
That's got to be the biggest birdhouse I've ever seen.
Oh, one's coming to meet Belle. Belle says, I've never smelled anything like this before. Hello, little guy.
So we're back at the path that led us into Colonial Williamsburg. We're headed back to the car now. We spent about 5 hours here. And Belle was pretty good throughout the whole thing. She did have her episode that prevented us from doing a lot of the grounds, but not all the grounds. She was pretty good once we sat down and had lunch. All in all, it was a really great day. The weather probably couldn't be any better than it was. It was perfect. It was 70 degrees, sun the whole time, and Belle did her best to behave. She got along with all the other dogs. There were, probably saw 15, 20, probably more than that. There were a lot of dogs out here today, and she did really well interacting with all of them.
She's waiting for you.
She is now being a good girl. I think she had a big day. She's a little tired. She got to see things that she's never seen before, the cows and the sheep. So we appreciate you coming to Williamsburg and spending time with us and the little Belle.
Hi everyone. So we're at Cozy Patio Bistro. This is on Richmond Avenue in Williamsburg. It's supposed to be a very pet-friendly place to eat. It's on Restaurant Row, I guess is what the locals call this road. And we're here with little Belle, and we'll see what dinner's like. We just finished up our meal, and it was great. Great experience.
Yeah, very good. Excellent.
We had fried green tomatoes to start. We also got a spinach strawberry salad. I don't remember the exact name of the salad, but that was delicious too. Had some sort of raspberry vinaigrette or something, but it was really good.
Grilled pineapples, which is awesome.
That was the best
They were
part.
so much better than I imagined.
Yeah, definitely. They were good. They were good. I think we probably should have ordered 2 orders of that, but
Yeah.
it was delicious. And I got a veggie wrap. You got a veggie wrap. It was onions, green peppers, red peppers, provolone cheese, and spinach.
It was good.
So that's what was in there. It was good.
And they were very tolerable. Our rowdy rover, Belle.
I would definitely come back.
This is
It
good
was
for
great.
you and your pets.
It was great.